Society. We meet here on the third Saturday of every month at 2 o'clock. And the meetings are generally very informal. I talk about a subject, a topic. Could be dirt, could be wiring, could be a species-specific thing. The rest of the meeting is generally people bring their own trees and work on them, and I give guidance and help as needed. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on a cycay. Cycay is a landscape planting.
So what he's going to start out doing is he's going to try to locate where the trunk of this is. So when you're taking a plant and turning it into a bonsai, it's best to start with the trunk. So he'll start working and picking at it to expose that trunk and really kind of see what the tree's doing. And that'll give you an idea of kind of how it's going to look and design for the tree.
Come in.
So if you look at the chart over here, he's going to be doing what is called a cycay, which isn't really on the chart, but what style do you think you're going to, semi-cascade?
Yeah, it might be a semi-cascade. It might end up being like a windswept because I've got these couple branches that are bending back onto itself. Here,
oh yeah.
See how I've got this branch bending back? Here's the trunk line down in here, and I've got this branch, and then it's bending back over, and then I've got all these guys. So I might actually look at doing like a windswept, which is, think about the Monterey cypress over here in Monterey, that the wind's blowing, so all the branches eventually start kind of growing in the same direction, and anything that grows the opposite direction, the wind kind of dries it out, destroys it, whatever, and so.
Before you ever put it in the pot?
I get it mostly shaped before I'll put it in the pot, partly because it's a lot easier to work on it out here than once I got it wired down to the pot. Because once you wire it down and you get soil into it, you really don't want to be moving the roots around too much after that, because you don't want to be breaking or having the roots, snap off because of all the movement that you're doing with it. So it's a lot easier to leave it compact like this while I'm working on it, and then once I open everything up and get it in, then there'll be some small adjustments, but I'm not going to be doing any major work on it.
get rid of all the cambium, get to the wood?
Yes. Yeah, I've stripped all the bark down past the cambium to the wood layer at this point. So this is all just wood.
And so when you first do that, it still has a little bit of malleableness to it. So you still can wire it at this point if you didn't like where it was positioned. So repotting of trees. Repotting can occur more frequently or less frequently depending on the type of tree, the age of the tree, and how long it's been in training. Bonsai have two real ages, essentially. There's the age of the plant and the age of the bonsai. And so this is technically being birthed today. So
Happy birthday!
It is the bonsai birthday. So the plant itself may be, what, a year or two?
Probably about 2 or 3.
2 or 3 years old. But it's becoming a bonsai today. So it's a brand new.
So, interestingly enough, a lot of people attribute bonsai to Japan as where the art came from. But in reality, it's probably based on paintings in tombs. There's a very high probability that Egypt started bonsai. Because there are paintings of potted plants on tomb paintings, and if you're going to go to the effort to put in a pot and a plant, you might as well make it attractive. So they suspect that that's probably where it started. Then they think it went into India. A lot of the medicine men in India would oftentimes put the herbs and plants that they use for their craft on a windowsill, kind of like a barber pole. So if you're came into town, you'd see a bunch of herbs and stuff sitting on a windowsill. You figure, okay, that's probably the local medicine man. Then it actually ended up in China. I want to say 600, I think, BC. And then from there it went into Japan, and then of course the Japanese took the art form and then created it what we know today.
And so bonsai literally translates into potted tree. So that's exactly what it is.
I just wired that branch and I'm thinking about taking it off.
Oh yeah? Which one, that one?
This one.
Think about taking it off all the way?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I actually like it without it.
Yep, I do too. So one of the tricks that we use is, I was talking about this branch right here. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, whether I wanted to bring it up and over or just take it off completely. So one of the things I recommend is, if you're thinking about removing it, is hide it from your vision and look and see whether it really does any negative thing to the shape of the tree, or if sometimes I'll do that. I'll hide a branch from somebody, and I say, did it really change the tree? Not really. You didn't create a hole. It didn't. So oftentimes when you do that, you don't see that it does really any change to the tree. Then it's a good idea to go ahead and remove it.
Now, it's good to be hesitant on that, especially because once you cut it off, you're not getting it back. And so
you can always cut it off.
Yeah, you can always cut it off, but you can't get it back.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the glue.
Yeah. Are you going to leave a nub, or are you taking the whole thing?
I don't know. I might leave a nub.
So, and he decided to take. Oh, are you ginning it?
Maybe. See what happens. Whether I want to gin it or just take the whole thing off.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. See, I like it better that he removed that because you can see the trunk better. And I find that's always a red flag for me, is not being able to see the trunk.
I've been playing with the front of this for a while, so we'll turn it around and let you guys look at it. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.